லைவ் பண்ணும்போது நம்ம வேற டிவைஸ்ல இருந்து பண்ணும்போது நீங்க ஏற்கனவே லாகின் பண்ணிருப்பீங்களா, அந்த டிவைஸ்க்கு ஒரு நோட்டிபிகேஷன் கொடுக்குறாங்க. அவங்க ப்ரோமோட் பண்ணாதான் நம்ம இன்னொரு டிவைஸ்ல இருந்து பண்ற மாதிரி பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
Okay. So we go today to chapter 2, verse number 197.
டாக்டர்
In the class ஆரம்பிக்குது. Chapter 2, verse number 197.
Salam, doctor. That's name, yeah.
Yes, tell me. Salam. Chapter 2, verse number 197. It is concerning the pilgrimage.
Mansur, you want to listen? He's talking about pilgrimage.
Pardon?
Sorry.
Okay, go on mute. The pilgrimage is the journey on a holy path. The holy pilgrimage is I am moving towards the holiness. No evil shall I entertain during the pilgrimage. So that pilgrimage is nothing but journeying towards my wish and will. God-given wish is there, that is His will. And I wish for it willfully. I am obediently accepting His wish, and His will is my command, and His command is my will and wish. Nobody can avoid it, nobody can avert it, nobody can disallow a Hajj when it is given to him. And it is not possible for us to slide it aside or ignore because we need it. For example, I want a glorious life. That glorious life can be taken in two ways. One is I am to be praised. I am to be glorified by other people, and they should celebrate my presence. They will add to my pride and arrogance. This is one way of holding to my wish. But glorification is by respect, by way of admiration, by way of your quality, all unseen. I want a glorious life means I want a life respected by others. I want a life which will induce others to follow such glorious life that I am projecting, a respectful life that I am living through, a honor and dignity that I command and without demanding because of my nature and morality. All this adds to admiration, and you are an inspiration to other people. That is glorification. This is the Hajj everyone must possess in the mind. An honorable existence, teaching honor to the fellow people, respecting the fellow people, elevating them in their moral behavior, and inculcating them by way of inspiration while you lead your life of admirability. This is how God inspires into every human being how to lead your life of a degree and rank that you will make others to inspire from your behavior and your conduct and your manner and by your nature. This each and every one must possess in the heart from the moment they know that their life is very precious. That means they must honor their life, they must adore their life, they must adore their life, and they must be a dignified one in the society, making everyone to follow suit in your nature. That is the Hajj of everyone. In this Hajj, God gives you intuition and intelligence and a penetration into each and every matter and material created so that you can separate the good and the evil part of everything, the nature of everything. You are able to perceive with full comprehension and totally bundle out the evil and take the wholesomeness of the goodness in everything that Allah has created. That astuteness and acuity of mind is possible only if staying away from all the immoral behaviors, all the behavior that will cause disrespect to my nature, that will invite disrepute to my living and dishonor me from a normal individual status to a lower level, never involved in such things. How to keep up this immaculate, honorable existence in one's life? First thing, you will believe in the unseen nature of you. Your nature is totally hidden, unseen, which is going to make you a human being of some sort that people will look up at you as awesome, not awful. And that nature and manners is going to give you a lift in the rank high above the other people by God. That godliness must be preserved in one's mind. That is the source of your whole life ahead. To lead an honorable existence, whatever may be the surrounding challenging situations, whatever be the adverse atmosphere around you, whoever may be about you who are treacherous and dishonest and who are hypocritical about you, hypocritically posing themselves to be near and dear to you, but actually they are not. How to distinguish all these things? Never allow any disrepute to touch your nature, dishonor to affect your presence, and there's no question of letting myself down in my character, in my modesty. and immorality. If you keep up this wish in you, that is Hajj. Keep up that Hajj that makes you on a pilgrimage, a holy journey, untouched by any evil. Even your desires will go away if you are a believer in the unseen wish given by God, taken by you as your will in your entire life. For all life to come, I will not deviate from this willful obedience to the wish of God that He has given to me. Preserve your nature. That nature is nothing but your character. That character is nothing but your honesty, which will be well received, acknowledged, appreciated by God. So you become very close to God now, and God is closest to you, giving you from His wisdom to assess the good and the evil nature. Assessing the good, how far it will take me towards my future. What are all its rewards for me? The benefits and benevolence that it will grace me with, and the generousness that it will inculcate in me so that I can be of help to the people without stinginess affecting me, without that miserliness touching me, how to be handsome to others, giving them handsomely. That is the mind. That handsomeness of mind, generous and handsome giving to others without expecting anything from the people in return, but believing God's benevolence on you, repaying you, the reward will be much greater than the whole population of the entire world, what they can give you from their heart. What God is going to give you is much more beneficial than anything else. That is the Hajj, believing in the unseen wish of God, full of nature, full of natural energy, full of natural blessing, which will generate as materials like flowers, vegetations, fruits, which will be tasty for you to flourish by consuming it. So finally, the consumption and flourishing comes, but before that, you must preserve that energy to produce whatever is required for you, specifically for each and every one. Your nature will produce according to how you are mending, preserving that untainted, uncorrupted nature of yours. How much I am allowing my nature to be corrupted by the five senses, lust and desires. So much is my produce, only that produce will be suitable to me. Other produce suitable for others will be allergic to me, will not be agreeable to me. Preserve your nature, it will be produced for you specifically, and when you touch it, it becomes your nature. But my nature is so low, somebody else's nature is so great. If I touch them, even by heart, it is not agreeable to me, and it will reject me, and I get rejected in the end. I am disrespected because something good, I am not allowed to touch it, not even to see it. If I wish for it, I am only desiring it. Your wish is like your nature, you can go for it. It will come to you without even you are seeking for it. So everything that comes to me is based on my nature, how much I had spoiled it, how much I had preserved it in its pure nature. Never allow my dignity to fall in the eyes of the people, which is respected by common man as your good conduct and character. It is agreeable to the society. Though inwardly everyone has his own evil nature, commonly to the public plainly, whatever is agreeable is definitely modest. Morally well received and well accepted, and you will be adjudged as a gentleman, a man of with truth. We will not allow it to fall down, at least from the public point of view. If you are able to purify inwardly also, so that you will not cause harm to your own self, that means my conscience is not adulterated. My conscience should be all alive, pure, and guiding me to the prosperous, generous future. That is my love, that's my wish for myself. So, whoever is undertaking a journey on the holy life, on the willfully the life God has bestowed on you from Him as wish. That wish I am possessing as Hajj. So I am thankfully adhering to the commands of Allah. Three things are important. If my life to be easy and cozy, all the way it should be rosy. I am taking this Hajj, my pilgrimage, for whole of my life. Be respectfully adjudged by others. Be honorably agreed by others. And there is no disrespect for me all through my life. Even if he is my enemy, he will turn out to be an ardent friend. It is possible for Allah, this word of Allah given to you. There is no enmity around you. There is no rancor. There is no question of getting afflicted by anyone's spite against you. God is there watching your mind, how well it is adhering to the soul, because it wanted a good reputation. It wanted honor and dignity. When you wanted honor, when you wish for the dignity in your life, then everything that you see is from here, not from the eyes, without the aid, without the help, without the protection of the soul. Dignity makes the soul live and alive all the time. Even if this eye is tiring, this will be so bright. Even before you slip into your slumber and deep sleep, even at the glance of, at the total dropping of your eyelids, a mere crease of the eyelid, whatever you see through that, it will have the glimpse of a truth. There's no way that the truth will be cloudy. The truth will become gloomy. No way. Until I fall asleep, I know everything about me, consciously alive to my conscience. Such is the beauty that Allah gives us so that we can wade through the life full of hypocritical people, full of treacherous people, full of dishonest people. You can gather them all in one group as a people who will like you for your honesty. Though they may be spiteful against each other, inimical against each other, they will be friendly to you. There is no question of any fear about the people in your life. And in my solitude, in my darkness, even the jinns will not come and bother you with their charms or with their unnecessary taunt, disturbing your mind to the maximum, throwing their falsehood about whatever is happening around. Nothing is going to bother you because you know pretty well what is right and wrong. Unseen, when the jinns are talking to you and the jinns are putting something in your mind, you will know what is right, what is wrong, which is existing, which is non-existing, which is fake and which is truth. So you will not be worried about anything because the truth is going to be giving the fruits of your life. The evil, when you touch it or you don't touch it, it is going to be availing nothing. So we will not be worried about that at all. Go for your wish. Respect, honor, dignity. You will never allow a disrepute to touch you. You will be ever alive here, preserving your duty to God, preserving your purity to your soul, preserving God's trust in you, which He has given you as your work to follow, so that the heavens and the earth will be at your command by God's permission. Keep up this wish in you and start your journey, the holy journey that is the pilgrimage. When you are having the will to preserve honorable existence in this world, he advises you to get rid of three things. One is stay away from all obscenities. Even at the insight level, you throw them away. Don't change it, the insight, the pure insight, into a fantasy. Never overwhelmed or immersed in my deepest secret, involving myself in immodest fantasies. Stay away from all indecencies. Stay away from anything that taints my heart, that will make my insight gloomy and make it blurred. Let it be bright and let it be radiant. That brightness and luminosity from here make my power, the eye power, luminous. So I can see everything in two different aspects. All evil pushed aside and all righteousness I'm imbibing. I am having a command over the righteousness and keeping at bay all the evil behavior of anyone, whoever comes before me and whoever I meet and wherever I go with the public. I know how to wade through as easily as possible without getting into conflict and afflictions. So never allow your mind to be corrupted by your fantasies. Remove the lewdness from it. All indecencies and immodesty must be removed. That is number one. The second important thing that you will follow is you will never engage in abuses, abusing others, making others hurt in their minds. Don't allow anyone to hurt your mind while you don't hurt others' mind. Let there be a beautiful rapport between you and the society around you. Because you believe the goodness will fetch you the goodness. The righteousness will fetch you the justness. You will never be harmed unjustly if you are righteous. And you will receive only the good if you don't hurt the mind of another person. Not even for informally also. Never hurt anyone, however closely you are behaving. As intimate friends also, Never hurt the mind of another person. Speak beautiful words. Don't bring disrespect to the man's character and dignity. Only touch upon the good things, you will have the best rewards from Allah, as well as the best rewards in this world. No people will be an enemy to you. That friendliness, heartfelt friendliness, will be openly seen by the people who may even be hardened criminal. When he comes before you, he is your ardent friend. How is it possible? Keep up that wish and stay upon the holy path, the journey. Don't disrespect you in the first place. From the deepest crevices of your secret insight, don't fall to desires and fantasies, which is in the open public considered as immoral and immodest. So self-preserving is important if you want godliness to come to you. If you want the reward of your God, maybe that comes upon you, pouring down on you as his blessings. It may pour down upon us as blessings if we are so careful and guard against our nature from all evils. And don't involve in vain talks. Don't involve in chattings. Don't involve in utterances that doesn't safeguard your mind. Speak kind words, speak justifiable words, speak words of mercy. None other than this is entertained by Allah. Easy life. Everything comes from here. And Allah is going to reward you throughout your journey with such generousness. No, my subliness will touch you because you will never believe that there's going to be a poverty in my life. I will never believe because of my honesty here, Allah will afflict me with a test beyond my scope to tolerate. Such is the beauty, the word of Allah, His agreement between us and Him will be honored by Him if you are honorable inside. If you preserve your honor inside, He will honor you because the agreement between you and Him is not to be adulterated. He has the power over everything. Even if somebody has given you something of a evil, something of a bad one in our exchange, in our business, in our contracts, or in our agreements, he has something against you. God will remove it and He will transform it with such grace and honor that you will never feel as if you are let down by God. At any point of time, you will revere God, you will revere Him in honor, and there's no question of doubting His integrity. There's no question of doubting that He'll fail you in agreement with Him. When you are in agreement with Him, definitely He will honor the treaty if you honor yourself. So, three things are important. Don't allow your modesty to come down. Second, don't involve in abusive languages. Third, never involve in vain talks. So easy. Our life is going to be moving upward and forward and to the right. Never downward, never static, and never taking to the left side of our life. We will always be righteous. We will never move to the left side, the other side of righteousness. I'm not talking about the leftist and rightist, the righteousness and falling to the opposite of that righteousness. I will not fall to the left. So keep up your straightforward nature. Speak only the truth. Speak only the kind words. Keep up your honesty and dignity to yourself. Assess where you are now, whether you are elevating yourself from the immorality, from the evil fantasies. I don't live one way in the interior. Exteriorly, I may behave as a well learned person, well tuned, modest word. Don't pose yourself as honest person when you are deep inside. You are ugly to the core. So don't have a dual life with a duplicity in your character. Don't be treacherous to your own self. Don't be a hypocrite and don't have a bipolar tendency. Inside one tendency, outwardly, I am showing myself as totally different one. Never be hypocritical. As long as you are honest and not hypocritical and having no bipolar variations, you are having a steady mind without a split personality, God is going to give you the boost to your life. An elevation, a grade higher to your life. These three things are very important. Don't be one inside and behave opposite to that and posing yourself to be honorable one before your public. It will come to the fore. This one will come to the fore and it will make manifest that you are such a treacherous person. That is the day we will be uprooted from our fake stance and we will be pushed to the ground, prone on our faces. That should not be your life. We will be wishing for. Keep up your wish here. Honorable, honest, reputable life with a dignity and rank a degree above one from one state to another state in my own life and a model before others for the people to follow the line with such awesome feel, with such inspiring attitude. They must follow you. Definitely, Allah has given the word for it. Each one will be a leader unto another person. Each one is different in the grace and blessing God has given to them. Each one is different from one another. So, like me, there's no one else. Like you, there's no one else. Like one, there's not another person. Each one is unique to himself, provided he is not bipolar. Inside one nature, outside other nature, no. Show the nature what is inside. You cannot, if it is immodest and immoral, you cannot show it. So turn, change, and then show your faces to the public. And come before the public as an honest person, God will elevate you. Only they are the people who are slaves to God, who are the bondmen of God. So behave well. In every step of these three stages, three categories you preserve. The three categories are never being dispute to yourself, never involved in dispute and hurt others, and don't involve in vain talks. Every single moment of your effort that you show towards it, these are the good deeds. Considered by good deeds by Allah, and it is for their own good. And prepare yourself. Turn to God and prepare yourself. Put everything that you require, the requisites, in the hands of Allah and ask Him to guide you. and don't have your own responsibility. Don't laden your back with your responsibilities that you are going to guide and conduct yourself. Set the load, put the load in His trust, and He is the best to guide you, provided you remember Him as the one and none but Him, Allah. For every good thing that you wish here, Allah, the none but you, the none but you. Take away my load from me, and you take the responsibility. I given everything, whatever I wish for in your hand, you guide me. Give me patience, because your line I do not know. I know only my desires and how to procure in the worldly manner all my desires, lust, everything. That's all I know. If I don't get these desires and happiness and the lust which I desire for, I will lose my patience. I want you to guide me in your line with patience and with that astuteness in my mind, with acuity of mind to discern things, to discern and perceive from things, to comprehend from things, all comprehensive, encompassing that wisdom is what I need, and give me the peace and perseverance in peace with patience and with Iman. Believe that your way is the highest form of life that I can lead in this world, which will be rewarding me to my body and to my mind and to my soul together. I will not be a slave to anyone except to you, and I will be a model before others. So preserve your fear for losing these three categories which I must follow during my Hajj, on my pilgrimage, all my life, till my last breath. That is, never allow myself to fall from my grace, never bring disrepute to yourself. Don't involve in abusive talks. Keep up your kind and good talks, and never involve in vain chatters. These are the three things. Put in His trust, and He is going to guide you, provided you are patient. He is with you, and He will guide you. You will simply follow Him, reaping the fruits of His grace. And it is totally unimaginable for us how such grace and kindness come from Allah that hitherto I have not at all even thought about it. There's no question of even me planning for it or desiring for it or lusting for it. I do not know, but it's so beautiful, and ever it has to stay with me all my life in this world and in the hereafter. And every day my life is going to gain a prominence, gain a supremacy in rank and degree from moment to moment. Every moment passing by, every moment come my way will have such graciousness, generousness, that I will fall prostrated before Him in place of Him that is most pure in word, and He is not the one who will let us down, provided we keep up our spirit of purity here. So, this is the admonition, this is the glad tidings for those people who fear their conscience that they will not let down their reputation of humanity, reputation of humanness in them, that they will be a model before others. Likewise, if there are 800 crores of people, each one will be a leader in his own way, as only an example for the best of being an exemplar for those people to follow. That will be the inspiration God will inspire into everyone. When there's an inspiration because of your status and stature, there is no question of jealousy against you. There is no enemy, not a single enemy in this world. There is no affliction by way of your body, your health, your wealth, and your mind will be made and pure in the end. Until such time, you will have definitely testing from Allah, a trial from Allah. Most of the time, you will be on trial. And He will give you the patience and perseverance, endurance all through the trial if only you keep up your reputation, not involving in vain talks and not wantonly, intentionally hurting the mind of another person by harsh talks. So these are three things we will follow. One is don't let yourself down in reputation, even to your heart wise. Be conscience oriented. Secondly, never abuse another person and hurt his heart. Third, never involve in vain talks. That's it. Put it in his trust, he will guide you. Remember, you must have patience because you will be looking to one side and God is going to give you from above. Don't be earthy. You have to be patient. Don't be desirous. Don't be lustrous. Don't be following the lust. And you will have a generous, flourishing, beautiful life from the heavens, from the earth, and all around you. A nature and an atmosphere so beautiful and in consonance to your reverence to Allah. And you will be much obliged to Allah even further, and you will have increased patience and endurance. And your scope is unlimited, and the grace of God upon you will be unlimited all through your life and your progenies. Any questions regarding Hajj pilgrimage? Wish? Very easy life. Put your trust in Allah. What are the trust? Don't let my own reputation fall down before the public. Fear. Allah should help you. Keep up patience and seek patience from Him. Never abuse anyone, hurt his mind. Allah will preserve your mind. And never involve in vain talks. That will undermine your iman. All these things bundled together, put it in His trust. And only thing that you will follow from Him is, you will seek from Him is patience. That's it. Allah is with you. It's easy to follow.
Yes, Doctor, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. And you listen to the video by one Christian, which I have posted, and find out beautiful answers to him, which he says that no single Muslim can answer with such arrogance. Not a single question is worthy of giving any answer, but still we will give the answer. Have you gone through that video?
Yes, Doctor, I have gone through that video.
Yeah. Every single question is self-answerable. He doesn't understand. So concerning whatever we have spoken today, Allah has revealed today, is sufficient for our journey for the rest of our life upon a pilgrimage. Only three things: no dispute, no disrespect for others, and not involving in vain talks. Easy. Unless it is constructive and protective. In the path of believing in the unseen, graciousness, all other talks are vain. I have a disease here, I have a disease there, I have poverty, vain talks. What do you want? Gracious life, believe in it. Believe in the unseen, everything will come to you. Materially, which is graciousness will come to you, which will never fail you. And you will be never left diminished in his word as a favor for you. No questions, no? Clear.
Salam, Doctor.
Salam.
Doctor, I saw this video and many more videos which are basically mischievous videos searching to promote enmity and hatred and despise. Their motive itself is like that. So sometimes I wonder whether, because they are intellectually not interested, they are only trying to provoke. So could there be a way we can even avoid indulging and leave Allah to deal with them?
Allah has given you the Quran to deal with them. What is
Because,
right, you must say it and leave it. No engaging in argument. If you have the clarity in truth, the whole world of fake and falsehood thrown on you will be nullified. Throw the truth upon the falsehood, Allah disperses the falsehood. The truth has come to you. Use it to preserve the nature of the truth. Throw the truth on the falsehood, falsehood is evaporating. It will evaporate. It will be demolished. So you know that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what we must do now? Tell me.
Yeah,
we must leave it at that, or we must throw the truth upon the falsehood.
Sometimes I wonder whether instead of the intellect itself is having a disease, that person who is doing that. So could there be another way where the intellect itself is being questioned for his motive to do this?
Let that be their motive. What Allah says now, 21:18. Follow Allah. Now it's Allah's business. But whether we have done what He has asked you to do is the question. So believe Allah, Allah is with you, and He says we. We dash the truth upon the falsehood, and it destroys it, and thereupon it departs. And for you is distraction from that which you describe. So what do you understand from this? We heard the truth against the falsehood. So it is dispersed and vanishes, and yours will be woe for that which you ascribe. You tell them. So speak the truth only. There's nothing wrong in saying the truth. After that, if they still engage in arguments, never involved in arguments. Spoken is spoken. They are dispersed. So you have to do it right.
I guess. Yeah.
So what shall we do? We shall not engage in argument, but is it not for us to
Put our point across.
Yeah. So today, by taking to 197, we have done the same to our own hearts. Throw the truth upon my mind, bipolar mind, to thrash the falsehood, and let it become unidirectional upwards and righteous. Yes, Sajid?
Yes, Doctor.
Doctor,
Yes.
what is the video you are mentioning?
What media?
No, video you told no that the English video which you are mentioning, and
Yeah.
what is that video? I have not seen it. So.
No, in value life it is there. Please. In
Oh,
value life group, I have put that video. You can see that.
okay.
Okay. And for an example, I have given one answer to one of his questions. First question. That's all. We'll meet on Sunday, inshallah. Oh, tomorrow we'll meet. Right?
Yeah,
So tomorrow
yeah.
Friday. Yeah, tomorrow we'll meet, inshallah. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Salam to all of you.
Salam, doctor.
Salam, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salam, doctor.